Hello everyone. Now we will study biosynthesis of purine nucleotides. So purine nucleotide are again one of the important type of nucleotides present in nucleic acids. This is the structure of the purine nitrogen base. So basically there are two important purine nitrogen bases present in nucleic acid. One is adenine and other is guanine. Unlike pyrimidine nucleotides, purine nucleotide ring or purine nitrogen base ring is assembled on ribose 5-phosphate. So phosphoribosyl pyrophosphate is the initiator of this reaction. Here you can see the structure of two important purine nucleotide. This is adenine and this is guanine. Okay, so we will see how these rings are synthesized. This is the figure that represents the donor of each atom of purine nitrogen base. So if we number these these atoms in this ring as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, then the N1 and N9 are donated by glutamine, which is an amino acid. Then the C2, C3 and N7, these three atoms are donated by glycine. The C4 is donated by bicarbonate. N5 is donated by aspartic acid, whereas the C5 and C8 are donated by formyl tetrahydrofolate or methylene tetrahydrofolate. So let us see the reactions of pyrimidine nucleotide biosynthesis. For simplicity, the biosynthetic pathway can be divided into three steps. The first is synthesis of phosphoribosyl aminoimidazole. Second is IMP synthesis, that is inosinic acid synthesis, and third is AMP and GMP synthesis. So from the precursors, the phosphoribosyl aminoimidazole ring is synthesized. It is a 5-step reaction, and then it is used for synthesis of IMP, and then IMP is used for synthesis of AMP and GMP. So first we will study the synthesis of phosphoribosyl aminoimidazole. So the reaction begins with phosphoribosyl pyrophosphate, which is the donor of ribose 5-phosphate, and it reacts with glutamine, the amino acid glutamine, and this reaction is catalyzed by enzyme phosphoribosyl amidotransferase. So this enzyme catalyzes reaction between PRPP and glutamine. In this reaction, the glutamate is released and pyrophosphate is released from the phosphoribosyl pyrophosphate. The amido group of glutamine is transferred to C1 position of this ribose 5-phosphate, and the product form is 5-phosphoribosyl amine. So this amino group is there at C1 position. Okay, now the second reaction is the reaction between glycine and phosphoribosyl amine. In this reaction, the glycine is condensed on this amino group, and this reaction requires energy input, which is provided by ATP. The reaction is catalyzed by enzyme phosphoribosyl glycinamide synthetase, and it forms 5-phosphoribosyl glycinamide. For simplicity, the ribose phosphate is written as this, and then on this amino group this glycine is attached. Now glycine is an amino acid that has hydrogen as its R side chain. So there is a carboxylic acid amino group and 2 hydrogens are there on the alpha carbon. So this molecule is 5-phosphoribosyl glycinamide. Now, this 5-phosphoribosyl glycinamide reacts with the donor of the formyl group, and that donor is N5N10 methylene tetrahydrofolate. In this reaction, the tetrahydrofolate is released and the formyl group is linked to the amino group, and the product form is 5-phosphoribosyl N-formyl glycinamide. So N-formyl glycinamide is formed, and this reaction is catalyzed by enzyme phosphoribosyl glycinamide formyl transferase. Then this molecule reacts with the donor of nitrogen, that is N9, and it is glutamine. So glutamine in presence of ATP and H2O reacts with 5-phosphoribosyl N-formyl glycinamide, and it donates the amido group to this molecule, forming 5-phosphoribosyl N-formyl glycinamidine. So glycinamide is converted into glycinamidine. So this reaction is catalyzed by enzyme phosphoribosyl formyl glycinamidine synthetase. Okay, so you just have to remember the name of product and add synthetase after that, because ATP is used as source of energy. And now this 5-phosphoribosyl N-formyl glycinamide undergoes the ring closure reaction. This ring closure reaction requires energy in the form of ATP. So ATP acts as the donor of energy. So ATP donates ATP provides the energy, and ATP is hydrolyzed to ADP and inorganic phosphate. This reaction is catalyzed by enzyme phosphoribosyl amino imidazole synthetase. Phosphoribosyl amino imidazole synthetase catalyzes this reaction, and the product form is now phosphoribosyl amino imidazole, or 5-phosphoribosyl 5-amino imidazole. So here the first step is completed. Now let us move on to the second step. So for the synthesis of complete ring, still there is necessity of 3 atoms, and these 3 atoms are provided by the bicarbonate, aspartate and N10 formyl tetrahydrofolate. So now this molecule of 5-phosphoribosyl 5-amino imidazole react with the bicarbonates, and the product form is 5-phosphoribosyl 5-amino imidazole 4-carboxylic acid. So at this position this carboxylic group is linked, and this reaction is catalyzed by enzyme 5-phosphoribosyl amino imidazole carboxylase. This molecule then react with aspartate, and aspartate donates the amino group, but this donation of amino group takes place in two reactions. First, the aspartate is completely gets condensed on the carboxylic group over here, and then this particular portion, that is the formic acid or formate, is released. Okay, so aspartate is condensed with this molecule, forming 5-phosphoribosyl 4-N-succinocarboxamide 5-amino imidazole, and then it is converted into the 5-phosphoribosyl 4-carboxamide 5-amino imidazole by removal of fumarate. The fumaric acid is removed from this molecule, and these reactions are catalyzed by enzyme phosphoribosyl amino imidazole succinocarboxamide synthetase, this one, and then adenylosuccinate lyase. Okay, so adenylosuccinate lyase catalyzes the conversion of 5-phosphoribosyl 4-N-succinocarboxamide 5-amino imidazole to 5-phosphoribosyl 4-carboxamide 5-amino imidazole. Then This molecule reacts with the final donor of the carbon, that is N10 formyl tetrahydrofolate, where the tetrahydrofolate is removed and this formyl group is linked to this amino group, forming 5-phosphoribosyl 4-carboxamide 5-formamino-imidazole. This reaction is catalyzed by enzyme phosphoribosyl amino-imidazole carboxamide formyl transferase, and then this molecule undergoes the second ring closure reaction with the removal of water molecules. So OH group from this formyl group and H from this amino group is removed, and the product form is an inosinic acid or IMP. So this IMP can be used for biosynthesis of other nucleotides like AMP and GMP. The synthesis of IMP is catalyzed by IMP cyclohydrolase. The last part is the conversion of inosinic acid to AMP and GMP. So inosinic acid or IMP is converted into AMP in a two-step reaction and into GMP also in a two-step reaction. So for conversion of IMP to AMP, the amino group is linked on this inosinic acid, and the linking of amino group is catalyzed. Amino group is linked at this position, and this linking again takes place in two steps. The aspartate acts as the donor of amino group, so aspartate first condenses on this molecule and then it releases the fumarate. So the condensation reaction is catalyzed by enzyme adenylosuccinate synthetase, and it is followed by the removal of fumarate, which is catalyzed by the adenylosuccinate lyase, which is this enzyme we have already seen in the earlier steps. So in this way AMP is synthesized. For synthesis of GMP, the IMP is oxidized in presence of water to form XMP, that is xanthilic acid. The reaction is catalyzed by IMP dehydrogenase, and XMP is then aminated to GMP by enzyme GMP synthetase. Thank you very much.